Hello, thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing a review of these Amazon Basics Premium Colored Pencils. This is the 72 set, which is at present not available on Amazon, but I'm going to be putting them through their paces and showing you everything they can do. I'm sitting outside in hot South Africa at the moment. It's really hot today, and look who's come to join me. And we're going to be, come and sit down, it's Logan, my grandson. Oh, you need to stand up, you're too tiny. And we're going to be having a lovely swim. So I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to go into downward view and take these pencils through their pace. So here we are in downward view, and I have the pencils in front of me. To start with, let's look at the tin. It comes in this nice silver tin with Amazon Basics Premium Colored Pencil 72 on and some artwork on the cover. The tin is not sturdy like a Faber-Castell tin. It is sort of a little bit wonky, for want of a better word, but it is a tin, which I prefer to cardboard. There is not information about the pencils on the back, but there is a color chart. It says, designed for soft and smooth color laydown. Rich, unsaturated pigments allow for greater artistic expression and creativity. Thick cores resist breakage and provide longer lasting usage, and include 72 premium colored pencils. And then it says the same in different languages. So there's no info that I could find about the actual size of the core on the web. So once we're inside, no information on the inside of the tin either. It comes with two trays. I always find these plastic trays very difficult to get out, so I've attached a little ribbon to the underside to lift it out. There's tray 1. I didn't attach it all that straight, and tray 2. Okay, so now let's dive into these pencils. To start with, I'm going to choose a pink color because it's one of my favorite. They are a nice simple design. They're quite lightweight pencils, about the same size as a Prismacolor. I thought it would be interesting to see how they compare in size. Here's a Faber-Castell Polychromos, which is bigger in the barrel. Here is a Derwent Lightfast, which is a lot sturdier. Here is a Prismacolor Premier, which looks to be about, the same size barrel as this, and also an unlacquered top. And here is a Caran d'Ache Luminance, which is a lot bigger, the barrel. So one can see the difference in size, but if I hold a Prismacolor in one hand and this in the other, they're about the same weight. They have the Amazon Basics written in silver, a color name and a color number, which is very nice for identification purposes. So now I'm going to put them through their paces a little bit, and to do that I'm using this testing worksheet from Coloring Bliss. I was a partner a while ago, and I wish I could afford to still be a partner. Unfortunately I can't, but I did get Steve Stay's permission a while ago to use these in my colored pencil reviews. The wonderful people at Coloring Bliss are absolutely fantastic, and I highly recommend their site, and I will put a link to a Coloring Bliss. I bought these pencils actually on the 30th of January 2019, so I've had them for a long time, because we 2021 now, January, and I'm finally reviewing them. There is no open stock available. You can get a 24 set and a 48 set. They are available at the moment. And there is the 72 set is out of stock. But prices at the moment for a 48 set on Amazon is $21.16. For a 24 set is $10.58. Out of interest for South African viewers, the $21.16 48 cent, the shipping is $21.16 as well, so you would be paying double if you wanted it in South Africa. But just to compare price, Prismacolor pencils for a 48 set cost $48.99. So that's interesting. I have not found Lightfast information on these. The pencil exterior matches the swatches fairly well. If we have a look here, we have coral red, and this is what it looks like. And I'm going to just do a little bit of a swatch there, and it's very similar, you can see. So it's quite easy to pick up a pencil and decide what color it's going to be. I'm going to do another one. Here's Hot Pink, which is a little bit brighter and more vibrant than the outside lacquer, but very similar to the color that you see on the core. So now we're going to blend 3 colors. We're going to blend yellow, orange, and red. So I'm not doing a fabulous coloring here, but I'm using a very light touch. So I've sped this little bit of blending up because I think it can be quite tedious to watch somebody scratching away at a piece of paper. I found the pencils nice to use in this situation. They glide nicely on the paper. They are a little bit waxy, and I must say I found trying to blend the orange and the yellow quite difficult, but yet the yellow and the red blended quite well. I'm not sure if I ended up burnishing the paper with the orange because I probably went too heavily, so I didn't get a good blend there. I don't know if it's entirely the pencil's fault or perhaps the colorist here's fault. So we'll carry on with the next exercises and see how they do. The colors are nice and true in this set of pencils. I've got a color card, a color wheel, and I matched the colors up very nicely with the color wheel. All right, so next on the agenda, we're going to try blending from red to blue and using a white pencil overlay to try and blend the 2 colors together. So starting with the red, doing it very lightly. I'd love to know in the comments if any of you have ever tried these pencils or not, and how you're doing and how your coloring's going and your art journeys with this whole COVID situation. Has it sort of inspired you to color more or to take up other art projects, perhaps art journaling or bullet journaling or anything? Or have you colored more and more? Have you started drawing? I'd love to know how everybody's doing. Pop in at my Facebook group as well, and there's a chance to chat and share what you're busy with. Always happy to see you. The link is on my social media. If you just click the little bit that says show more, then that will give you the link to my Facebook as well. So now I'm overlaying the blue over the red. So it should give us violet. It should give us a kind of a violet color, but it looks to me as if it's giving more of a brown. I have found with color pencils that you cannot color mix like you can with watercolors, for instance. So now I'm going to try 2 different white pencils, my 2 go-to blending pencils. Here's Prismacolor, blending over them. Actually blends them nicely. Of course, I'm going in with a very hard touch, and here's the Caran d'Ache. Oh wait, that's buff titanium, it's not white, but anyway, I'm going to blend those as well. And see, so yeah, that's a bit of a not so sure about that one. Next we're going to blend blue to yellow, which should give us a green, and to blend those 2, I'm going to use odorless mineral spirits. I've got a little bit of Gamsol here. So let's see how that goes. I'm trying to color as quickly as I can so that I don't take up too much of your time. I'm also interested to hear in the comments. Please drop me a line. How many of you are watching more YouTube now? Have any of you moved over to TikTok? Do you like watching Instagram, IG movies? I must admit, I don't watch IG movies. My choice is YouTube, and I haven't even looked at TikTok. I'm probably too old. My grandchildren keep saying, Nana, you must go onto TikTok. It's such fun. But I don't know. I don't think it's quite my style. I may be completely wrong, but... Oh, yes. Look at that. That's making a green. Oh, so exciting when things do what they should do. There we're getting a green. And then we're going to go to yellow. So I'd really love to hear in the comments what your experiences have been. Please drop me a chat. Okay, so now I have a little saucer here and a teeny tiny bottle of Gamsol. I bought these little bottles. So I'm just going to put a drop there because it evaporates. Whoops, maybe I need more than that. And then I've got a paintbrush. Well, I had a paintbrush when I started. I wonder what I've done. There it is. Here's my paintbrush, and I'm going to go over that there. So it moves the pigment quite a lot, the Gamsol. So now, say you didn't want to do that, you would first blend that. You could take that into there a little bit, but then you would need to clean your brush off again. So that's interesting. Clean the brush off a bit. And let's see. The blue with the odorless mineral spirits with the Gamsol. Sorry, I am mumbling with the Gamsol. There we go. So we'll give that a moment or two to dry, and then it'll be interesting to have a look. And next we're going to move from yellow to red, which should give us an orange. And we're going to use a colorless blender pencil. Now we're starting with the yellow, and once again I have sped the video up a little bit because this is turning into quite a long video. I found the yellow to the red went quite well, although it didn't really make an orange, I must admit. So the color, you can blend colors quite well, but you can't color mix very well with these pencils. And then using the blender pencil, it moved the pigment very nicely down into the page and brightened it up. So the next test we have is going to be to see how well the pencils erase. And as we all know, erasing is quite useful for things like creating highlights and also for when we've made errors. I decided to use the red pencil because red is often a very staining color and difficult to remove. So I thought it would be a good one to try for the erasing test. So let's see how this works. The erasing worked really, really well. And I want to show you the core usage. So let's use the blue this time. We're going to as well do a sharpening test. They sharpen to my mind quite well. I'm using a Lyra, very inexpensive little hand sharpener, and I keep the pencil firmly with my left hand so as not to twist the core, and I sharpen with my right hand, and there we get a very nice point, and it didn't break. And now there's our point. Now I'm going to color with that lightly. Let me color there. So the feel of this pencil is pleasant. It's soft and it's nice to color with. It's not scratchy. And you get the relaxing kind of feeling. So can you see it's used very little there with the light colouring. Now I'm going to go with the medium pressure and see what the core usage is like. So if you'd like me to maybe do a comparison between these and Prismacolors, let me know again in the comments. So there the core has been used a bit more. And now I'm going to use heavy pressure. It also shows you the different qualities, and there you get quite a lot of pencil dust with the heavy pressure. And because I've seen that, it's made me think that was something else I wanted to mention, that these pencils aren't terribly dusty. So there we are. Let's just move that. And that's used quite a bit of the core. But I don't feel like I would need to sharpen it again to continue using it, because using parts the core doesn't sort of crumble away, so it gives you a sharp point, and you could go back to colouring lightly and turning your pencil and getting a nice point going again. So let's see how visible it is on black. Of course, blue's not really going to show. Let's see some red. That probably won't show either. It does show a little bit. Yellow. And let's see the white. That shows quite well on the black. Not brilliantly, but fair. And let me see the silver on the black. Not bad, but I wouldn't use these pencils on black paper. So, I don't think I have anything more to say about these pencils. I like them. I recommend them as an inexpensive brand for your colouring books, or for a budding artist if you wanted to try doing some colour pencil art but you feel like you're not good enough yet to use very expensive pencils. They're of course not like the very expensive Luminance or any of those, but their cost is about a quarter of that. So I would highly recommend them, and I hope that you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please press like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye now. Have a lovely day.